So yeah, just kind of following on from what Kobe said, if you haven't yet tried some of the other classes, there's really so much wonderful stuff going on, from Qigong to fitness. And if anyone needs any recommendations, then Martin is doing most of them, so he can let you know what he thinks of the others. But there's some really wonderful things going on. But today, this is all about mindfulness yoga for Parkinson's. So I think maybe there's a couple new people here. So mindfulness yoga is less about what a particular pose should look like. So just put that all to one side, and it's more about your mind and body and breath awareness. And it really is just to bring a little bit of calm to the body, but also the mind as well, which is obviously more important than ever with everything that's going on in the world. So it really helps to alleviate anxiety, de-stress, and hopefully make you feel really nice and calm to float you off for the rest of your day. So it is a gentle practice, but saying that, if there is any point of the practice that doesn't feel good in your body, then please just don't do it. It doesn't matter. Everything is an invitation. The breath work that I suggest, the movement I suggest, I'm your guide, but it's your body. So your opportunity to just explore where you are, have a little bit of fun with it, and yeah, just have a kind of good time. So I've got a mat and a chair. We're going to do the first half of the class standing up, just to kind of loosen out the body a little bit. And then the invitation is to either sit down in a chair or come to lie down on your back on a mat. It's totally up to you. One is not better than the other. It's just the one that feels good for you. So let's begin, everyone. I am going to put you on mute, not because I don't love to hear your voices. It's just it makes it better to hear me. And I will unmute everyone afterwards. If you see me darting back to my laptop, it is because I have to press a button to let someone in, and that's what I'm doing. So if everyone would like to stand up, please, and come to stand on your mat or just onto the floor, and bring your feet into hip distance apart, look down at your feet, lift all 10 toes, spread them, and place them back down on the ground. Just have a slight bend in your knees so the legs aren't super locked. And then with this hip distance apart, start to shift your weight into the left side of your body, but keep the feet flat on the floor. So it's just a tiny shift. So imagine Leaning Tower of Pisa, or maybe a tree swaying in the breeze. And then come back to center, so shift all of your weight into the center, and then leaning over to the right side, so tree swaying in the breeze. How does it feel having the weight in one side of the body? And then coming back through center, it's a very small, gentle lean backwards, but keeping the balance, so making sure you've got the feet flat onto the floor, just feeling the weight more in the heels. And then bringing your weight through center, it's a gentle lean forward. So feeling more of your weight into the balls of your feet, into your toes, and then bring your body back through center. So having felt right to left, front to back, can you find the sweet spot where there's equal distribution of weight through the soles of your feet? You're not leaning too much right to left or front to back, but you're centered, grounded. So feel that in the soles of your feet. Just let the arms be heavy down beside the body. And we're going to work on our mountain pose. So from this place of rootedness, of groundedness, and I love the image of a tree's roots growing downwards towards the earth's core. So in the same way, can you press the soles of your feet downwards towards the earth's core? And then use that strength from your groundedness to grow tall through the trunk of your body. So there's a slight engagement of your core, so your belly button moves towards the spine and upwards. So feel your spine lengthen towards the sky. Imagine there's a string on the crown of the head that lifts you even taller. But at the same time, bring the shoulders down the back away from the ears. Option to close down your eyes. If that doesn't feel comfortable, keep the eyes open. And we're just going to bring the awareness into your breath. Take an inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Breathing in through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Breathing in through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Last one, breathing in through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. And then from here, making sure you've got that nice bend in the knees, just start to sway the upper body from one side of the room to the other. Can you let your arms be heavy? So we're just warming up the body here. Let the arms be heavy as you sway from side to side. Option to increase the velocity of your sway. So maybe it goes a little bit quicker. Maybe there's a little bit of bounce as you come back through center. So just exploring your practice. This is your body, your hour. And maybe the hands pat against the sides of the belly as you turn from one side to the other. Just waking up the internal organs, just gathering a little bit of energy in the body, and then slowly start to slow down the velocity. So going back the way we came. Let the arms be heavy. And then eventually slow down so much until you get to stillness. Option to close down your eyes or keep them open and just take a moment to feel into your arms and your hands and notice any tingling maybe, any pins and needles type feeling, any sensations. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. And then bring both hands onto your hips. Bend in your knees, and we're going to draw a big circle with the hips. So going in one direction, and it doesn't really matter which direction you're going in because we will go in the opposite direction. So drawing this circle with the hips, it can be as big or as small as feels good in your body. This kind of movement is really good for aiding digestion. So it's really good for processing, digesting, helping digest the food that we consume. So if you have any kind of stuck digestion, just getting the hips moving like this really helps. Make this your last big circle in this direction and then moving in the opposite direction. Just moving to the full breadth of your movement. And then make this the last big circle in this direction and come back to stillness. From here, bring the tips of your fingers onto your elbows. Imagine you've got ink on the edges of your elbows. Draw tiny, tiny circles with your elbows. Option for your circles to maybe get a little bit bigger. And then maybe your circles start to get really big. So we're just moving, mobilizing the shoulder joint. Just notice which direction your circle's moving in and then move in the opposite direction. Start big. And then let your circle start to get a little bit smaller. And smaller. Until you've got tiny, tiny little circles. And then from here, just bring out the arms and start to rotate your wrist joints in one direction. Can you isolate just your wrists? So rather than the arms moving, can you focus on getting the wrists mobilized? And then moving your wrist in the opposite direction. And then bringing just your left hand, I'm going to come a bit closer. So we did this before, and it's a really lovely one for the fingers. So just bring your index finger to where your thumb meets your palm. Drag your index finger up to the thumb tip, and then bring the index finger to where the knuckle side of the thumb, and drag it all the way along to the nail and flick. And then for the rest of the fingers, the thumb's going to do the work. Can you press your thumb into the index finger from where it meets the palm all the way to the tip, and then bend the finger and drag it from the knuckle side all the way down to the nail and flick. And then bring your thumb to where the middle finger meets the palm, drag the thumb along to the tip, then bend the finger and drag it all the way through onto the nail and flick. Ring finger, drag your thumb all the way up to the tip, bend the finger and dragging the thumb all the way up to the nail and flick. Last one, pinky. Bring your thumb all the way up to the tip, and then bending the pinky, drag your thumb all the way to the fingernail and flick. And then swapping over hands. So you've got your index finger on the thumb all the way to the tip, and then bending the thumb, bringing the finger all the way over to the nail and flick. And then let your thumb do the rest of the fingers. So start with your thumb on the index finger on the inside to the tip of the finger, bending the finger over and drag your thumb on the knuckle edge and flick. And then bringing your thumb to your middle finger, drag it all the way to the top, and then onto the other side of your middle finger to the nail and flick. Ring finger, drag the thumb to the tip of the finger, then bending the finger over, drag it across the nail and flick. Last one, drag the thumb over the pinky finger and then onto the knuckle side and flick. And then from here, just bring your hands onto your forearms and sweep the palms across the forearms and flick. And then one more, sweep the hands across the forearms and flick, and then shake out the hands. So it's a really lovely one for energetically shaking off a bit of stress, shaking off a bit of anxiety, a bit of whatever it is, a bit of negative emotion, and then shake it off from the right side of the room. Let it fling from the fingers as if it was water drying from the hands, and then go into the left side of the room. And then coming back through the center, shake up really high. And then coming through the center, shake down really low. And then coming back to a neutral spine, let the arms be heavy beside the legs. Option to close down your eyes or keep them open. And once again, feel into your body, into your arms, into your hands, and notice any tingling, any sensation, maybe some heat, some energy. Taking a big breath in and a long breath out. And slowly open your eyes. From here, we're going to do a few breathing exercises with the movement. So we did this in our last class, but I really love this one. So we're going to do it again. Starting with the arms beside the hips with the palms facing backwards. Just have a slight bend in your knees. So I'm going to do the movement with you first. Don't worry too much about the breath, and then we'll add the breath in later. So starting with the hands beside the hips. Start to lift the arms forward to shoulder height with your palms facing down. Turn your palms to face each other. Right palm looks at left palm. Open your arms wide so the fingertips point to each side of the room as if you're asking someone for a big hug. Rotate your palms towards the sky. Lift both arms towards the ceiling by the ears. Turn both palms towards the front of your room and lower both arms down beside the body so the arms are beside the hips with the palms facing backwards, back to where we started. So So we're going to do that a couple more times. So this time I'm going to add the breath. If at any point it just gets a little bit confusing, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. Just breathe normally and join in when you can. So starting with the arms beside the hips with the palms facing backwards. Breathing in, lift both arms forwards to shoulder height with the palms facing down. Exhale, turn both palms to face each other. Breathing in, open the arms wide so the hands point to each side of the room. Exhale, rotate both arms towards the ceiling. Breathing in, lift both arms into the air by the ears, the palms are facing each other. And exhale, turn both palms towards the front of the room and lower both arms down beside the body, beside the hips, with the palms facing backwards. One more time. Breathing in, lift both arms to shoulder height with the palms facing down. Exhale, rotate your right palm to look at your left palm. Breathing in, open your arms really wide as if you're asking someone for a big hug. And exhale, rotate your palms towards the sky. Breathing in, lift both arms into the air, palms are facing each other. And exhale, turn both palms towards the front of the room and slowly lower both palms down beside the body with the palms facing backwards. Well done, everyone. And from here, just step your feet a little bit wider. So you want your feet just wider than your hips with your toes still pointing forward. Slight bend in the knees. And bring your left hand onto your belly and your right hand on top of your left. Breathing in, open your right arm towards the right side of the room, and there's a slight rotation with your upper body. On the exhale, sweep the right hand back in towards your belly and bring that palm of the hand onto the belly as you start to lift the left arm. Inhale, breathing in, opening your left arm as if it were a wing. Slight rotation in the upper body as you look towards the left side of the room, moving with the breath. Exhale, sweep the left arm back in towards your belly. Swapping over. Breathing in, right arm reaches towards the right side of the room, slight turn towards the right side, and exhale, sweep the arm back in. Bring the hand onto the belly, breathing in, left arm. Big breath in, opens towards the left side, and exhale, bring the left arm back in towards the belly. Right arm, breathing in. This time, option for the right arm to move a little bit backwards in space, maybe past the shoulder, and there's a little bit more rotation in the upper body. Exhale as you sweep your right arm back in towards the belly and swap over hands. Left arm, breathing in. This time, option for the left arm to move, maybe move a little bit backwards behind the shoulders, so there's a little bit more rotation in the upper body. And exhale, bring that left arm back in towards the belly. One more on each side, breathing in. Full breath as you open your wing to the right side of the room, moving with the breath, sweeping the arm back in, into the belly. Last one on this side, breathing in, left arm opens wide, maybe past the shoulder, maybe gazing towards that arm, and exhale, sweeping it all back in. Well done, everyone. Just let the arms be heavy beside the body, and then just stepping your foot in. And from here, we're going to be doing a mindful walk forwards and walk backwards. So I'm going to just take a few steps backwards. So the idea of our mindful walk forwards is to do something that we do all the time, every day, such as walking. But this time, notice how does it feel in the soles of your feet? Which muscles does it activate in your legs? So really bringing that full attention to this thing that we're doing every single day, and just see how that changes the experience. So to start, just shift your weight into your right foot, and we're going to step forward with the left foot to start. So bending your left knee, a slow, mindful step forward, can you place your heel on the ground first and then slowly paste the sole of the foot down onto the floor, the arch, the ball, the toes, and then lifting the back heel as you step forward. And then lifting the right foot. How slowly can you paste each little part of the sole of your foot, one little bit at a time? How does it feel? Which muscles are activated? So I'm going to stop talking now. And my invitation to you is to walk forwards and backwards to your spot mindfully. And then when you're ready, just coming back to your neutral stance, slight bend in the knee. Breathing in, open the arms really wide with the palms facing inwards. Broaden across your chest. Option to have a slight gaze upwards towards the sky. On your exhale, wrap one arm on top, one arm below. It doesn't matter which one. And wrap the arms around you. Option to reach your fingertips towards your shoulder blades. And if you haven't noticed, you are literally giving yourself a massive hug. So just take a moment to thank yourself for making time for your yoga practice, making that important time for self-care, for nourishment, for compassion for yourself. Just notice which arm you have on top. Breathing in, open the arms really wide, broaden the space around your heart. And on the exhale, sweep the other arm on top and wrap the arms around you once more. So my invitation to you for the rest of class and hopefully the rest of your day, the rest of your week, is just to give yourself some compassion. Show yourself some content for where you are, some confidence in your abilities, and patience. Take a big breath in and a long breath out, and just slowly drop the arms down beside the body. And then from here, we're going to come down either onto a chair to sit down or come to lie down on the floor. If you're lying down on the floor, please come down slowly. There is no rush at all. Take your time, bringing each knee down, coming onto the hips. And the invitation is to come to lie down on your back. Feet flat onto the floor, knees pointing up towards the ceiling, arms beside you, palms facing up. So just take a moment, no rush at all, to get comfortable. And then if you're seated in a chair, can you just check that you have a knee to toe alignment? So your knees are over your ankles, and just check that your feet aren't moving in or out. You've got this nice straight alignment, and just bring the hands onto the tops of the thighs. And everyone, whether you're lying down on the floor or seated into a chair, take a big breath in through your nose and exhale out your mouth. And close down your eyes. So just taking this first moment of your practice with your eyes closed to let go of anything that you did earlier, maybe earlier today or earlier this week. And sometimes more challenging, can you practice letting go of anything you have to do later today or this week? So just allowing any thoughts of the past, thoughts of the future to dissolve away. so that you can bring your awareness into the room you're in, onto the chair you're sitting on or floor you're lying on, and into your body. So just become aware of your body on the earth and feeling gravity rooting you, connecting you towards the ground. And noticing, how does your body feel in this moment? Perhaps you notice some areas of your body which feel a little tense or tight. Just bringing your awareness into your feet and notice what you feel here. Maybe they feel numb, hot, cold. Feeling into your calf muscles, your knees, your thighs. Noticing any sensations. Bringing your awareness into your hips, your buttocks, into your sacrum. Which areas of your body feel alive and which areas of your body feel like they need attention? Notice your lower back, your middle back, your upper back. And then into the front of your body, your chest. Notice your shoulders. Just noticing those areas of tightness, maybe some gripping or holding. Then feeling into your neck, your face, your head. Just feeling into your entire body. But just coming back to that invitation of moving through your practice with compassion. With content for where you are, for patience and confidence in your abilities. So can you notice this all without any judgment, without any frustration or agendas on how you want something to be? Just notice what is. And then bringing your awareness to your energy levels. Are you feeling full of energy and raring to go this afternoon? Or are you a little sleepy and depleted of energy? One is not better than the other. So can you notice it without looking for any reasons why? How are you feeling emotionally? Maybe you're happy, angry, sad, frustrated, stressed. Maybe you're feeling calm. And once again, approaching what is with compassion, so releasing any frustrations or judgments or attachments. And then notice what is going on in your mind. So often when we bring some stillness to the body, it might be the time when you notice that the mind is still active and racing. So once again, without any judgment or frustration, just notice if your mind is still and in the present moment, or your thoughts are fluttering into the past, or maybe your thoughts are fluttering into the future. And if they are, we're going to practice using the breath as an anchor to help anchor you to the present moment. So my invitation today is an inhale through your nose and an exhale through your mouth as if you're blowing out the candle. So just practice that now, breathing in through your nose and exhale through your mouth as if you're blowing out a candle. And then the counting we're going to do is an inhale through your nose for a count of 2, And then exhale through your mouth, blowing out a candle for a count of 4. It's just an invitation, so at any point it doesn't feel good in the body, then please just breathe normally. So we'll start with just a natural, normal inhale through your nose and a natural, normal exhale through your mouth. And then let's begin. Breathing in through your nose. 1, 2. Exhale mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale nose. 1, 2. Exhale mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2. Exhale. 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 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. And return your breath to normal. It's natural inhale, natural exhale. And just noticing any changes, any new sensations, any changes in the body, the breath, the mind. And then just taking a big inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And slowly open your eyes. And then from here, we're going to bring some movement into the body now. So slightly tuck your chin, just a slight bit, so it just brings a nice length into the back of the neck. And whether you're in a chair or lying down on the floor, both parties, all parties can do this next movement. So we're going to move just the head. So breathing in with the head where it is. On the exhale, turn your head slowly towards your right shoulder. Just the head is moving. Just exploring how it feels in the neck as you move, how it feels in the back. And then on the inhale, slowly move your head back to center. So if you're on the floor, it's looking up towards the ceiling. If you're on a chair, it's looking forward. And on the exhale, slowly rotate your head towards your left shoulder. How does it feel in your back? How does it feel in your neck? Moving slowly. Breathing in, move your head back through center. Moving with the breath. Exhale, move your head towards the right shoulder. Just exploring your full range of movement without moving into any pain. Breathing in, move the head back through center. And exhale, turning your head towards the left shoulder. Nice and slowly, just noticing how it feels in the body. Inhale, your head back through center. One more on each side. Inhale in the center, and on the exhale, turning your head towards the right shoulder. And slowly calming back through center and turning your head towards your left shoulder. How does it feel in the body as you move? And then bringing your head back through center. If you're sat down on a chair, can you bring your arms down beside the body with the palm facing backwards? And when we do this next movement, you'll be breathing in the arms to here and then up towards the sky and then back down again. If you're lying on the floor, bring your hands beside your hips with your palms facing down. We're going to come into some arm lifts now. So starting with the hands beside the hips, slowly, slowly breathing in, lift both arms into the air. Can you lift them at the same time? So notice you might have one arm that's leading the way. Reaching the arms towards the sky, and then on the exhale, explore lifting the arms by the ears. If you're on the floor, Maybe the arms won't touch the floor, and that's absolutely okay. Maybe they won't touch the floor, maybe they will. So just taking it to a place which feels good in your body and not working it into any pain. Sometimes if you've got tight shoulders, it feels better to have the arms in a big wide V shape as they reach behind the head. And then we're going to move back the way we came. Breathing in, slowly lift the arms back into the air to slowly point towards the sky if you're lying down, pointing forwards if you're sat in a chair. Do it slowly. Can you equalize the movement so your right arm and left arm are moving at the exact same time, and slowly lower both arms down beside the hips, back to where you started, arms beside the hips. So we're going to do that a few more times. Breathing in, lifting both your arms into the air, slowly reaching the arms either forward or towards the sky if you're lying down. And then on the exhale, just slowly exploring how does it feel if the arms reach backwards in space, they come towards the ears. Maybe you have a big wide V shape with the arms. Maybe the arms touch the floor, maybe they don't. How does it feel in the back of your body as you do this? Coming back the way we came, breathing in, slowly lifting both arms. Just checking there's not one dominant arm, and on the exhale, slowly float your arms back down beside the hips. So the arms are back where you started, beside the hips. So we're going to do that a couple more times. So breathing in, lifting the arms towards the sky if you're lying down, and lifting the arms forward if you're sat in a chair. And then on the exhale, keep moving the arms up in space so the arms come near the ears. If you're lying down on the floor, maybe the arms touch the floor, maybe they don't. Maybe you have a big wide V shape in the arms. Keep moving with the breath. Exhale, lifting the arms back the way you came. Arms towards the sky if you're lying down on the floor, or arms pointing forwards if you're sat down on a chair. And exhale, slowly float the arms down beside the hips. And we're going to do this one more time. Breathing in, slowly lift your arms into the air. Either reaching for the sky if you're lying down, or reaching the arms forwards if you're sat in a chair. And exhale, keep moving the arms. Maybe the arms lay backwards behind the head if you're lying down on the ground. Maybe they point towards the sky if you're sat down in a chair. Last one. Breathing in, lifting your arms into the air, just checking that one arm's not leading the way, moving them at the same time. And last time, exhale, slowly move the hands back down beside the hips, back to where you started. This time, breathing in, lift both arms into the air, but stop when the arms are reaching towards the sky if you're lying down. And then can you stop if where your arms are reaching forward, shoulder height, if you're sat in a chair? Everyone, turn your right palm to look at your left palm, right palm to look at your left palm. And then from here, with the arms pointing up towards the sky or forward if you're sat in a chair, can you, if you're lying down, press your shoulders and shoulder blades into the earth? And if you're sat in a chair, just bring your shoulders down the back, away from the ears. Just bring your awareness into your right arm. Breathing in, can you reach your right fingertips more towards the sky so the right shoulder and shoulder blades peel away from the earth? And if you're sat on the chair, can you reach the right arm forwards in space? On the exhale, bring the right shoulder and shoulder blade downwards into the earth. Press it downwards or back into the back if you're sat in a chair. Left arm, breathing in, reach your left arm towards the ceiling as if you're trying to push a button on the sky. Bringing the left shoulder and shoulder blade away from the ground. And exhale, slowly bring the left shoulder and shoulder blade back down into the earth. And we're going to do that a few times on each side. Breathing in, right arm reaches towards the sky if you're lying down, or if you're sat in a chair, can you reach the right arm forward? So the right shoulder and shoulder blade peels away from the earth or peels away from the back. And then exhale, bring the right arm back down towards the ground if you're lying down, or back into the back if you're sat down on a chair. Left arm, breathing in, either reaching the left arm towards the sky if you're lying down, or reach the left arm forward as if you're trying to push a button on the ceiling or in front of you. And then exhale, bringing the left shoulder and shoulder blade back down and press it down into the earth. One more on each side. Right arm, breathing in, reaching the right hand towards the sky, or reaching it forwards if you're sat down on a chair. And exhale, just lower the right arm, the right shoulder blade back down into the ground or back into the back. Left arm, inhale, reaching the left arm up towards the sky or forwards if you're sat in a chair. And exhale, just bringing the left shoulder and shoulder blade back down into the earth or into the shoulder blades. And then from here, can you slowly lower the arms back down, back beside the hips. And if you're sat on a chair, just bring the hands onto the side. And then we're just going to come into windscreen wiper legs. So if you're on the floor, widen your arms so they're a little bit away from your hips, and bring your palms pointing up towards the sky. If you're sat in a chair, I will come and demonstrate in just a moment. Have a slight tuck to your chin. And if you're lying down on the floor, take an inhale here. And on the exhale, slowly rock both legs towards the right side of the room. Maybe your legs will touch the floor, maybe they won't. It doesn't matter. Keep the back flat to the floor and then just allow the legs to rock to the right side to where it feels good in your body. Moving with the breath, breathing in, bring your knees to point back up towards the sky. And then on the exhale, rock both legs towards the left. Maybe the legs touch the floor, maybe they don't. Just exploring where it feels good in the body. And then bringing your knees back through center and keep going with that, rocking the legs from the right to the left, moving with the breath. And if you're sat in a chair, can you bring the arms across the chest? Breathing in the center. And on the exhale, just rotate the upper body towards the right side of the room. Moving slowly. Breathing in, bringing the upper body back through center, and exhale, moving towards the left side of the room. Just continue moving with your breath, moving through center, moving from one side to the other. So we're just bringing some fluidity into the body, moving with the breath, and these movements can start to feel a little bit like a moving meditation. And these twists are wonderful for aiding digestion, giving the internal organs a little massage. And just make this your last round from right to left, and then all meeting back in center. And if you're sat on a chair, just bring the hands onto the tops of the thighs. If you're lying down on the floor, option to bring both knees in towards the chest, and maybe your hands are on your kneecaps, maybe they're underneath the thighs, and only if it feels good, maybe you rock the sacrum a little bit from side to side. And then from here, bring the soles of your feet back down onto the earth. Open the arms wide with the palms facing up towards the sky. And everyone, take a big breath in through your nose. And a long exhale out your mouth. And we're coming into final relaxation. So if you're lying on the floor, option to keep your legs where they are, or maybe it feels good for you to straighten the legs and let the feet flop out to the side. If you're sat in the chair, maybe it will feel nicer for your hips to be a little further back. Maybe use the back of the chair for support. Maybe you grab a cushion. So everyone just take a moment to get really comfortable. So any last little movements. And then just start to close down your eyes. Take a big breath in, fill your lungs. And exhale out your mouth, let go. Let your breath just return to its natural inhale, natural exhale. Become aware of gravity rooting your body, connecting you to the earth. Feeling gravity pull down towards the ground. Feeling completely held and supported by the earth beneath you, so that on your next exhale, you begin to relax. Just noticing any areas of the body that might feel like there's still some gripping or tension. Can you, on your next exhale, start to let go of all of the effort? So we're so used to putting effort into everything we do, often we forget how to let go, how to be held, how to be supported. And just bringing the awareness to your feet. And on your next exhale, just exploring if maybe your feet can completely relax. Relaxing your ankles, your calf muscles, feeling the knees and your thighs completely relax. Bringing your awareness to your hips. Imagine your hips are loose and free as they completely relax. Noticing if you're clenching your buttocks. On your next exhale, completely relax. Relaxing the sacrum, the lower back. Imagine any tension or tightness from the sacrum just start to seep down into the earth. So on your next exhale, the sacrum and the lower back is completely relaxed. In your mind, ascend your spine like a staircase. So you relax each vertebrae one at a time. Feel the lower back, the middle back, and the upper back completely relaxed. Often we can wear the weight of the world on our shoulders. Can you imagine unpacking, unloading this weight? So on your next exhale, feel the shoulders relax. And then bringing your awareness to the front of your body, to your belly, to your chest. Just noticing what happens to the front of your body as you breathe in. And what happens to the front of your body as you breathe out. That natural rise on the inhale, and natural fall of the front of the body on the exhale. And as you notice the rise and the fall, allow your belly and your chest to completely relax. Can you relax the area around your heart? And as you do, filling it with compassion, content for where you are, confidence in your abilities, and patience. Feel the hands are heavy, relaxing your forearms, your upper arms. Relax your neck and the inside of your neck by swallowing. Feeling your head completely supported by the earth as you completely relax. Imagine any stress or anxiety spills out the crown of your head and evaporates into the atmosphere. So your forehead is completely clear and free from worry lines. Let the eyelids be heavy as you relax the little tiny muscles around your eyes. Relax your nose, your cheeks, your mouth. Let your tongue just rest loosely within your mouth. And as you relax your entire being, feel that you are joyful, peaceful, and calm. And slowly start to deepen your breath. Lengthen your inhale and lengthen your exhale. As you breathe in vitality, energy, positivity, compassion. And as you exhale, breathing out any lasting tension, tightness, stress, or anxiety, leaving the body with the exhale. Breathing in nourishment and breathing out anything you need to let go of. Start to become aware of the outside world once more. Listening to any sounds you hear, noticing any sensations on your skin. Is it hot, cold, damp? Can you taste anything within your mouth? And with your awareness back in the room that you're in, how slowly can you invite a little bit of movement into your body by wiggling your fingers and your toes? Imagine you're just waking up from hibernation. Maybe start to move the hands a little bit more, maybe the feet. Perhaps it feels good for you to turn the head gently from side to side. And only when you're ready, slowly reach the arms upwards, above the head if that feels good. And give yourself a stretch as if you've just woken up in the morning. And this is your very first stretch of the day. So explore it with newness. And then if you're lying on the floor, no rush at all. Bring both knees in towards your chest, hug the knees in. And then how slowly can you roll over onto one side, fetal position. And with no rush, using both your hands to just take you into any comfortable seat. So maybe that means sat on a chair. Maybe your back's against the wall. Maybe you're cross-legged. Any comfortable seat. No rush. And when you're ready in your comfortable seat, just bring the hands onto the tops of your thighs and close down your eyes. With your eyes closed, bring your awareness back to the parts of your body touching the floor or touching your chair and the floor. The soles of the feet, the sit bones, parts of the thighs. Feel gravity rooting you and connecting you to the earth. So you can move through the rest of your day, rest of your week, feeling grounded, connected, and rooted to the present moment. And with the eyes closed, the invitation is to bring the palms of the hands together and rub your palms together. So we're creating a little bit of heat, a little bit of energy between the hands, also some healing. And then bringing your left hand on top of your heart, and then your right hand on top of your left hand. And then the invitation to you is to move through the rest of your day and the rest of your week with some compassion for yourself, content with where you are, some confidence in your own abilities, and patience. Take a big breath in and a long breath out, and slowly open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you very much, everyone, for practicing mindfulness yoga with me. My name's Charlotte. This is Parkinson's Care and Support UK, Mindfulness Yoga for Parkinson's. I'm back again next week, so I really hope you all join me again for some more mindfulness yoga. I will just take you off mute now, so I can hear all of your lovely voices again.